The judge slams the state for filing a petition to get a higher court to review his rulings. The state is desperately trying to delay this trial. They've even gone to a higher court to have them review the judge's rulings on compelling Detective Luna to answer questions and the stay being lifted. They want this trial delayed. You're going to see what the judge does. The defense is not happy too in this video. Hit subscribe. Let's go. All right, first thing we got here is state's motion to stay July 9th, 2025 order setting trial for September 10th. So they want to delay the trial is what this is. The state is playing games, man. They give a summary of what's happened. Defendant filed a motion eliminated to keep out the promotional video. The state filed a response to defense motion about the promotional video. A hearing was held on defense promotional video on January 1924. Court entered an order suppressing the promotional video clip from being entered into evidence. And then the whole appeal started with this whole promotional video nonsense. Notice of appeal, notice of cross appeal was filed, blah, blah, blah. July 9th, the court heard the state's motion for rehearing retrial date of September 10th and ordered the lifting of the stays, automatic stays allowing the trial to proceed on September 10th, 25. The state subsequently consulted with its appellate unit, as well as the Office of the Attorney General. It is the state's intent to seek appellate remedy in regards to both of these orders pursuant to Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.030B2A. The state has ordered expedited transcripts and court records. The state is seeking a stay for until the appeal is resolved and the 4th DCA issues its mandate. So they're using this as a way to delay the trial, pretty much.
This sounds so clean. It's insane. Like, imagine how much you can do with this. It's crazy.
This song.
Or they want to use it like that. I don't think the judge is going to do it. An appeal by the state from a pretrial order shall stay the case against each defendant upon whose application the order was made until the appeal is determined. If the trial court determines that the evidence, confession, or admission that is the subject of the order would materially assist the state in proving its case against another defendant, and the prosecuting.
Like and subscribe. It's free. It ain't a fee. You did if you rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Go.
Attorney intends to use it for that purpose. The court shall stay the case of that defendant until the appeal is determined. I highly doubt the judge is going to be happy about this. The state could not have anticipated the suppression of the evidence, especially in light of the fact that it was not suppressed in the defense's original homicide trial prior to the mistrial. The state hereby seeks this honorable court to issue an order staying the trial proceedings pending the final disposition of the state's appeal, and further requests this court order that defendant be brought to trial within 90 days of the receipt of the mandate. Next, we have state's motion to stay order compelling Detective Luna to answer certified questions and order compelling affidavit to Apple iCloud. They don't want to give over to affidavit to the judge even, and they also don't want to have Detective Luna answer questions. Isn't that the most sus shit ever?
If you know anything about the YNW Melly case, leave your thoughts in the comments. What y'all think? Is he coming home soon, or is they gonna hang him up?
Pertaining to the Raven Liberty investigation. December 24, they learned of the Apple search warrants, blah, blah, blah. Defendant filed motions to compel the testimony. The court granted the defense motion to compel, as it pertains to the ongoing investigation, as well as to turn over the affidavit for an in-camera review. The state subsequently consulted with its appellate unit, as well as the Office of the Attorney General. It is the state's intent to seek appellate remedy in regards to both these orders pursuant to Florida Rule. The Florida Rule procedure allows for 30 days to file for the appeal. The state is seeking a stay for at least 30 days from the date of the court's order to file its appeal. Like, so desperate. They need those 30 days that bad. And then Melly's team filed a motion to require the state to divulge the existence of other search warrants involving attorney of Raven Liberty. So they want to know every search warrant. I think the judge is going to grant this today. The state can say it has nothing to do with this trial, but it really does, because Raven Liberty would not be investigated if it wasn't for this murder trial. They're investigating Raven Liberty for witness tampering and finding out information about Detective Danny Polo and bullshit like that. So, all right, stream just cut on. There's no audio yet. Judge already looks annoyed.
Mr. Henry is going to remain set for trial September the 10th at 9 o'clock with Mr. Demons, pending whatever future motion that I may hear.
Oh yeah, if you don't know, they just said right there. Bortland is set for trial with Melly, I believe, on September 10th. First look at Melly.
I'm in another capital case right now. I have 4 hearing dates left available between now and September the 10th. I gave the parties those 4 dates, and I'm holding all of those dates and times open only for these 2 defendants. So anything that you need me for, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that takes care of Mr. Henry. Mr. Mathis is Mr. Barris' client, so let me just skip on that one for a second. So the bottom of page 2, I got a state motion to stay the...
Is he innocent or guilty? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
July 9th order setting the trial on September the 10th. I got the state's motion to stay order compelling Detective Luna to answer certified questions and to stay the order compelling the affidavit to Apple iCloud that I previously ordered to be disclosed to me. And then lastly, I got a defense motion to require the state to divulge the existence other search warrants involving Attorney Raven Liberty.
If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys.
I did read the motions as well as all the authority and the rules cited therein. I also read the state's petition for writ of certiorari that was filed with the 4th District Court of Appeals on July 14th, 2025.
So what he just said right there, the state filed a petition for writ of certiorari, which is basically they want a higher court to review his decisions that he's made. The judge. They think he's wrong about the open investigation, forcing Detective Luna to answer all questions at depositions. Because remember, he granted their motion to compel Detective Luna.
Let's just take them in order. State the motion to stay the order compelling Detective Luna to answer certified questions in order compelling affidavit to Apple iPhone. Anything else that you want to tell me supporting the motion?
No, I think the court's aware of the motion, the fact that the state was not sought certain.
All right, defense, your position on their request.
I think you already ruled it.
I wonder what he's going to do here because, I mean, they're kind of saying you're wrong again to his face. They want the stay. They want the trial to be delayed.
On this one, I'm going to grant it in part and deny it in part. Okay, I still want you to turn it over to me. So that order, I denied us to that. I want you to turn the affidavit over to me. As to the first part that I ordered the detective to answer the questions, that's the sole issue that's been raised in this petition for writ of certiorari to the 4th DCA. They are seeking review of the trial court's order compelling the state to permit the deposition of an investigator in an ongoing, wholly separate investigation. At the conclusion of their petition, page 27, it says, the state respectfully requests that this honorable court grant the petition of writ of certiorari and quash the trial court's order compelling Detective Luna's testimony, and thus preserving the integrity of the unrelated ongoing criminal investigation. So as to her testimony only, because you're going to turn the affidavit over to me, state paragraph 7 of your motion, you're asking me to be stayed for 30 days?
Yes, Judge. I think we have 30 days to file our appeal, and hopefully the court will give us an answer then, or they'll say it if they're taking further consideration.
So over the defense objection, and I certainly understand the defense's objection, I think I'm compelled to grant that part at least for 30 days that the state's asking for. Of course, pending.
All right, boys, summer is here, and the one thing you don't want to be doing is stuck inside cooking all day. And that's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, and they arrive at your door fresh and ready to eat, taking the hassle out of eating well and saving you a bunch of time. Factor is perfect for any active lifestyle, someone who's constantly working, or if you're constantly out and about and you don't have time to cook. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. You can choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. I personally like the Protein Plus option because I always want to hit my protein intake goal. I'm trying to cut some fat slowly, and it's working because my lifting is going up, but my weight is going down consistently each week. Factor powers your day from sun up to sundown with nutritious breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Factor has your entire day covered, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's actually incredible. It's been an absolute game changer for me health-wise. I feel better. I have more energy. I really think it can help you guys as well. Get started at factormeals.com/cuff50off and use code cuff50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code cuff50off at factormeals.com/cuff50off for 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factormeals.com/cuff50off. Go do it right now. Appreciate you guys.
I hear something from the 4th DCA, and hopefully I'll hear something from the 4th DCA sooner than 30 days, and that will resolve the issue.
So 30 days. So August 16th is when the stay is going to be lifted now? Is that what he's saying?
I believe he already ruled on that particular issue.
Yeah, I did.
And what I suggest Your Honor consider is that opposed to staying, I'd like to take a position for 30 days. We'll wait. We won't wait, but depending upon what the 4th DCA does, and usually they act on writs like this rather quickly. I would ask Your Honor not to stay for a 30-day period. We'll agree to wait a week to set her down for
You want me to stay it for 30 days or for when we hear from the 4th DCA, whichever date provides sooner? And that's fine. If they deny this, it's fine. They can take your death row the next day.
Exactly.
Because I already ordered that you could.
Yes.
But if they're going to tell me they're the higher authority, and if they're going to tell me I got that one wrong, I guess that's what they'll say. But I don't think so. She's an A witness. Do that as an A.
He's still saying she's an A witness. She has to answer all questions at a deposition.
Judge, while they're doing that, I just have one thing on the record. Your Honor has acknowledged, Your Honor, had looked at the writ that they filed, the state filed, for the AG file in the 4th. I read it a couple times last night, and I was aghast. It's this and
Boy, I don't know. They've been dragging his case for some years. I feel like he gonna get out. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
genuineness for them not even telling the 4th that Your Honor made a ruling and defined what an ongoing investigation was and denied there's an ongoing investigation. So the fourth, looking at that paper, will not even know what your ruling is until somebody else brings it to their attention.
Holy shit. The state playing dirty, like always. They're not providing all the details to the 4th District Court. And look at the judge shaking his head up and down like, yep, I know.
I don't know that I
See, when they start doing that, is weak links, is leaks, and that ends up he end up getting there. He gonna get out, like just like with the Young Thug situation. When they play dirty, wow, it never works, and then it's in the public eye. They're gonna have to go by the rules and do it right. That's what's gonna make them lose it all.
understand. Yeah, I read it. All right, so that's that one. So the order, that's going to be granted in part. It's denied as follows. I still want the state to turn over the affidavit in support of the warrants to me, so I can have them and review them. And if we get a ruling for the full PCA, I can distribute those accordingly. It stayed only as to the deposition of Detective Luna compelling her to answer those questions for a period of 30 days, or the alternative until we hear from the 4th District Court of Appeal, whichever of those dates comes sooner. All right, the state's motion to stay the trial date, September the 10th. State, anything else you want to tell me today?
No, Judge, same issue. Just so the court, my understanding is that the Attorney General is also going to be petitioning the court through the open appeal to stay.
Did you just hear that? The Attorney General also wants to delay the trial. That's what they just said.
Yeah, so at this point, the state's motion to stay the September 10th trial date, that's going to be denied because there is no pending appeal right now. If that changes, if they file something, as they did with this, they'll come back and see me. I'm not prejudging anything in the future. But right now, the only relief that's been sought by
I'm telling you, every time the state start doing dirty stuff, the defendant get out. He gonna get out because they doing dirty stuff and it's in the public eye. Watch what I tell you.
4th DCA, to the 4th DCA with regard to Detective Luna's testimony being compelled, nothing else. So the state motion to stay my order setting the September 10th, 2025 trial date, that one respectfully is going to be denied. I'll let you appropriate written order. Both cases remain set for trial September the 10th. Lastly,
Boom. Let's go, boys. Melly looks a little confused or worried here. I think he's looking for family or something. I'm not sure. Not delaying the trial. Can you imagine? I mean, I still can't believe the state is trying to do this. They're still trying to delay this trial. His first trial was over 2 years ago. This is
Yes, that's because they don't got they shit together.
crazy to me.
defense, the motion to require the state to divulge the existence of other search warrants involving Attorney Raven Liberty. Did read the motion. I think that's just.
I mean, all this time they've been dragging their feet, they still don't got their information together.
Requires a yes or no answer from the state. Is there anything else you want to
Well, it does require a yes or no, but if there's more than one, at least the number of warrants, because the last warrant.
I feel like YNW Melly gonna get out because I've been said I felt like he was gonna get out because they've been dragging this trial. What is going on 3 years, right? 3.5 years or something. And now it comes out that the state is playing dirty. Watch, you gonna get out.
The only warrant was issued in 23.
Yeah,
or 23. So they may have issued warrants on her 24 and also 25. So we'd like to know the number of warrants.
Isn't this crazy? The defense had to file a motion to find out how many warrants there are on one of the defense lawyer's phones. It's baffling.
The state got up here and exhaustively argued the last time we were before Your Honor that this is a different case, this new case of the investigation of Ms. Liberty. I just want to bring it to the court's attention that it is an allegation of witness tampering. That's what the allegation is in what little we were able to see. What witnesses are being tampered with? I would bet body parts. It's a witness or more in the murder case. So it's not some unrelated, absolutely, attenuated issue. It's about this case, the murder case, the first-degree murder, punishable by death, and the witnesses the state are going to call. So I just wanted Your Honor to understand why we're seeking at least the existence of and the number of warrants there may be, so we don't get surprised again.
On the real, that means that he got some good lawyers too. They fighting good.
On this kind of stuff. But the state from day one brought us learning about the law. has come into this court numerous times and said two things. One, it's interrelated to murder. And two, they're going to use some of the tampering evidence. They're going to try to place consciousness of guilt in the case. And they've represented that from the first day we learned of the warrant, and they have gone by that premise as we stand.
State your response to their request.
If we're going to be objecting, again, this goes to the fact that there's an open investigation. Unfortunately, no matter how I petition to answer this question, it opens up a can of worms. But I respectfully am going with this still remains an open investigation, and I'm not willing to disclose anything at this point in time based upon, how far-reaching or not far-reaching it may be.
When will you accept it's not an open investigation? They literally had to go all the way to a higher court, and they're probably going to be bitched again that it's not an open investigation at a certain point. Honestly, that's what's going to happen here.
Okay. So over the state's objection, I'm going to grant the defense motion to require the state to divulge the existence of other search warrants involving attorney grade and liberty.
They have to show all the warrants. Oh, they're so bad. They definitely didn't want to show them all the warrants they got.
Under a written order, state I'm going to give you by the end of the day. I think this is as simple as sending an email to Mr. Benjamin and the rest of the defense team and saying either no, there aren't any other warrants, or yes, there are. But I would view, if there are additional warrants, I would view them no differently than what we've already done. I think the defense would be entitled to a copy of the warrant, and I think the defense would be entitled to a copy of what was returned as a result of the warrant. And then as far as the affidavit in support of said warrant, again, that's something I'm waiting for the court to.
Understood. Just so the court's aware, I've already consulted the AG on this. They're most likely going to incorporate the court's ruling today into the writ that's already been filed, but I'm going to consult with them first, and then I'll let the court know which way they intend to handle this.
So you want me to put 5 days on that then?
I'll have an answer. Honestly, I think I'll have an answer by the end of the day if you just give me until tomorrow, at the very least.
Okay, so the defense motion is granted over the state's objection, and you need to disclose as a yes or no. And if so, how many additional warrants have been sought involving attorney grade and liberty, and that's due by the close of business tomorrow, which is Thursday, July 17th.
Fred, I'll contact you. We'll figure out how best to handle it, but I need to talk to Ms. Buckaloo and Ms. Collins as well in terms of how to do it, because I'm not.
Motion for severance. Oh, so the state doesn't want Bortland and Melly to be tried together, is what I'm guessing here, and they're going to file a motion for that.
Okay, so listen, those 4 motion dates, I've already
He
instructed my
looks pissed, dude. Sorry, it's not funny, but
judicial assistant, and I'll
Why do they do that?
send another email today that those 4 dates are just for you.
So they can make sure, so they can have a chance to get 2 for 1, or at least one of them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get slammed and somebody gonna come home.
You all, whatever dates and times you want to use, I'll sign the orders today, and I'll see you, sounds like prior to those trial dates on September.
fist bump. God, I wish I could understand what they're saying here. And that's it. So it sounds like the state kind of got shit on today. And the judge was like, I'm going to deny all these, but let's see what the higher court says. And if they think I'm wrong, I don't think they will think I'm wrong. But thankfully, this judge is not playing games, and the trial is going on September 10th. So, yeah, hit subscribe. Love you guys.
Trial September 10th. YNW Melly. What y'all think gonna happen? Melly coming home, or is Melly gone? Drop it in the comments. Home or gone? Home or gone? Is Melly gone, or is Melly coming home? We out. It is.